Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. As Deputy Dean, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for students from the School of Science and Technology. I would also like to welcome the family and friends who are joining us from around the world via the NTU live stream. Welcome also to Sarah Ellis and Helen Tupper, our outstanding alumni. We look forward to hearing your thoughts a little later in the ceremony. Graduands, well done. Many of you began your academic journey with us during the uncertain times of the COVID-19 pandemic. You adapted to new ways of living at the same time as new ways of learning. In coming through and being here, you have demonstrated resilience that will set you up for success in your future endeavours. Today is about celebrating your achievements and looking forward to your future with anticipation. Yes, today we recognise your academic accomplishments, but when your degrees are conferred upon you shortly, they will stand as symbols of so much more. Confirmation, you have challenged yourself. Proof of your determination. Evidence, you have prepared yourself for your future. And so much more that will be personal to you, your family, and your friends. Along your journey, you will have been supported by a whole host of people, as well as family and friends. Course mates, employers, librarians, and other professional services folk at NTU, as well as by your academic tutors. Many of those people will be here with you today, or watching online to celebrate your success. Please join me in thanking them with a well-deserved round of applause. Now, I want to thank you. Whether you have completed a foundation, undergraduate or postgraduate degree, professional qualification or apprenticeship, by doing so with NTU, you have made a huge contribution to your school, your university and this region. If you played sports, thank you. NTU is now a top 10 university for British sport, according to the British Universities and Colleges Sport League table this year. For being part of our environmentally conscious student body, thank you. This year, we were ranked second most sustainable university in the world. Yes, that's right, second in the world. If you volunteered in Nottingham and the region, thank you. This year, hundreds of students have engaged with local schools, charities and community organisations through volunteering and our Students in Classrooms programme, contributing over 24,000 hours. For those who completed consultancy projects and work placements with businesses in our city and region, thank you. In sharing your knowledge, you have helped those firms to innovate, revitalising their thinking. And finally, for choosing us, thank you. You made NTU one of the top 5 biggest universities in the country. But not just one of the biggest, one of the best. Together, we have earned NTU the title University of the Year in 5 out of the last 6 years, being named the Times and the Sunday Times Modern University of the Year 2023, and most recently, What Uni University of the Year 2023, an award based only on your feedback. I hope it is with pride that you go into your next stage of your life, more education or work or whatever, saying you studied with the School of Science and Technology at Nottingham Trent University. Our goal is to empower and inspire you with the confidence and skills to realise your personal dreams and ambitions in a rapidly changing world. We train the next generation of scientists and engineers to have a positive impact on people, business and society. whether it's by creating new knowledge through research, tackling global challenges, or developing solutions to address the needs of employers. For example, we recently received government funding to provide scholarships for students from any area of science to undertake a conversion master's course in artificial intelligence. Drawn from a huge range of academic, social, and cultural backgrounds, our school's community works with a worldwide network of industry and academic partners to enrich society and to effect meaningful change. For example, we work with Indian, Bangladesh, and European partners so that online training resources become more inclusive and personalized. Our placement students get involved in transferring good policing practice between the UK and the Netherlands. Research with impact is at the heart of the school's mission. Our research in heritage science led to the prestigious Queen's Anniversary Award for NTU last year. Our X-ray imaging research has resulted in multiple generations of airline security systems with a worldwide impact on public safety. You have been and remain part of something special. Class of 2023, I hope you enjoy today's ceremony. I now invite Principal Lecturer Christopher Terrell-Need to read the names of today's graduates and our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Edward Peck, to confer your degrees.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduands. Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Science and Technology. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Biological Sciences, Ada Masaba. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Biomedical Science, Mohammed Adam. Nimra Akhtar. Bahara Akhtar. Nimra Altaf. Camilla Andrejunate. Ishka Arjun. Vasali Asawala. Ruby Asasi. Antonia Babs-Jonah. Dalal Bash. Kamal Batari. Anushka Borselli. Eleanor Binns. Sandra Back. Marcus Brighton.
Hello.
Rachel Burns. Caitlin Callis. Alessandro Castellanos. Michaela Sharampus. Anna Christou. Charlotte Clements. Grace Cleverly. Jennifer Ray Coles. Ilona Conlon. Tyler Dubra Scott. Sybil Duranjo Ricardo. Melina De Silva Abiwikram. The next student also receives the Bernadette Walsh Prize for Highest Achieving BSc Honours Biomedical Science Student 2023. Anusha Dewan. Hannah Dixon. Danielle Dodo Williams. Loren Downey. Sophia Dudtek. Adam Dyer. Niho Ilolu. Reese Emery. Shannon Eyre. Arij Fatima. Wait for it. Brandon Ferguson. Ronita Ferreira de Souza. Hannah Fox. The next student also receives the Yakult Prize for Best Project in the area of microbial physiology and genomics. Millie Gain. Rachel Bernardi. Ashwin Garung. Ramo Haji. Madeline Harris. Hansel Hassan Mohammed. Fernanda Hoggy. Caris Hogg. Shana Hussain. Ryan James Matthews. Christy Johnson. Manisha Kalsi. Uneet Kaur. Humeria Khan. Rebecca Karunda. Harriet Kitchener. Ria Kulkarni. Timothy Labinjo. Mia Lacrette. Knock Lee. Emily Lewis. Freya Lilly. Karadina Butowik. Kelly Marchar. Ali Malik. Carolina Maltek. Summer Mason. Carolee Mee. Rhiannon Morgan Playwright. Lauren Murphy. Joshua Norris. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards to the first group of graduates from the School of Science and Technology. I'm pleased to invite Megan Powell-Vriesnick, Head of Enterprise Innovation Centre, to the stage to give the oration for outstanding alumni Sarah Ellis and Helen Tupper, and to present them to the Vice-Chancellor to receive the award.
Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. It is my pleasure and privilege to present Sarah Ellis and Helen Tupper, two of the most outstanding members of our alumni community, to receive an award today in recognition of their achievements. Sarah and Helen are both from the East Midlands and did not travel far to attend Nottingham Trent University. They also didn't travel far after they graduated, though it did take them quite some time to find each other and become the friends they are today. They studied at Nottingham Business School together, and as part of their first year on the business management course, they had to collaborate with students and start a new business. Lizard Cups was their first venture, with friends and family their first customers. We all start somewhere. Sarah and Helen came to the programme with very different perspectives. Helen, having struggled with learning in her younger years, took to it naturally and thrived. Sarah, being an avid learner from an early age, found it hard work and even considered leaving. But it was while they were on placement at Boots that Helen, confident and sociable, sought out Sarah, reserved and studious, to seek her insight on the reflective portfolio they were assigned to deliver. They both realised that their differences meant that they could learn a great deal from each other. And so, over a cup of tea and a slice of cake in the Boots canteen, a new and unexpected friendship blossomed. After graduating, they embarked on a successful leadership careers, working with companies including Britvic, Procter & Gamble, Capital One, E.ON, Barclays, BP, Virgin, Sainsbury's and Microsoft. A truly impressive list. They've held roles such as Business Development Manager, Proposition Development Manager, Global Head of Customer Experience and Thought Leadership, Evangelism Marketing Director, my favourite, and Head of Corporate Responsibility and Managing Director. It was in 2011, though, that Sarah and Helen, both living in London, found that they had more time to connect. They reflected on their careers so far and how they were very different from the corporate ladder they had anticipated whilst at university. And that, in fact, their career had been more of a squiggle. Knowing that they were not alone in that realisation and identifying a lack of useful, practical and accessible advice out there to help navigate their career, they started to explore together how they could support others in their own squiggly careers. There was no light bulb moment. There was no dramatic exit from the corporate worlds. But out of this awareness and understanding, their company, Amazing If, was born. Today, it is an award-winning organisation that has provided career support to almost 4 million people. And if that wasn't enough, together, Sarah and Helen have written 2 Sunday Times bestsellers, delivered a TED Talk, which has been watched by more than 1.7 million people, and created the UK's #1 careers podcast, Squiggly Careers. You might all want to note that down. But most remarkably of all, they have no intention of slowing down, and they plan on helping people to have a more rewarding career for many years to come. Vice-Chancellor, we are honoured to have such inspirational global leaders in our alumni community, and it gives me great pride and pleasure to present Sarah Ellis and Helen Tupper to receive their Nottingham Trent University Outstanding Alumni Awards.
Hello everybody. If anyone wants a strange confidence boost, I recommend getting someone to talk about you while you stand at the front and everyone looks at you. So I'm Sarah and this is Helen, and thank you to Megan for basically telling you everything good that we've done in the last 24 years, and afterwards we can tell you all the stuff that's gone really wrong. And thank you to the Vice-Chancellor and Nottingham Trent University for inviting us back here today. What we thought would be most useful, because this is absolutely your day, not our day, is firstly, we want to say congratulations. We know how hard it is to persevere and to stick with your degrees and just how hard you will have worked. So well done. And we thought we would each share 3 bits of what we call borrowed brilliance. So advice that has really stuck and helped with us over our squiggly careers, in the hope that it might help you as you get started out in work in the next few years.
So I'm going to go first, and the first piece of advice that I've got is challenge your limits, don't limit your challenges. You will find throughout your career that people will place limits on you and that you will place limits on yourself. I have heard people say to me, you're too young to go for that job. I have heard people say to me, well, you can't have a baby and go for that role. People have lots of limits that they will put in front of you, and sometimes you'll do it to yourself. You'll think, I'm not good enough to do that. I don't know enough to make that move. But my best advice is challenge your limits. Don't limit yourself, don't let other people limit you. So that's the first bit. Second bit is a quote that stuck with me, which was to speak what you seek until you see what you said. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. So you will have some things that you want to do, definitely. And it might feel a bit silly to say it out loud, or it might feel like you're being too ambitious, or what will someone think of me if I mention this thing? But it is really, really hard for other people to help you if you keep this stuff in your head. And it is really, really hard for you to believe that you can do it until you say it out loud. So speak what you seek until you see what you said. You don't know who can help you. You don't know who has done what you want to do. You don't know who someone knows that can help you. And then my third one is to run your own race. It is really, really easy to fall into the comparison trap, particularly at this point. You're all leaving, going to do amazing things, and you'll be looking around and comparing yourself to other people. It is really easy to think, well, I haven't got that job, or they're doing that, maybe I should, or maybe I should take that direction because that's what they're doing with their development. The more you can run your own race, the better decisions you will make for your development, and the less you'll be swayed by what other people are doing. And that is going to make you much, much happier over the long term. So they're my 3 bits that have helped me. I hope they can help you.
And we'll just get around with this. And the 3 bits from me, and this first one actually feels even more relevant given who we've got in the room today, is to see your choices around your career as a series of experiments versus right decisions and wrong decisions. If you're anything like me, I'm a thinker, I can see all of the shades of grey, and I once got some brilliant advice from a mentor where he said, Sarah, your next job is not going to be your last job. And he was right. We're all going to have 4, 5, 6 different types of career during our working lives. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to feel like there's a right answer that you should be searching for. Just make the best decisions that you can with the data that you've got available to you today, and see everything as an opportunity to learn and grow and keep squiggling with success. Second thing comes from Beyonce, who I haven't met but you never know. And she occasionally has some very good advice. And she says, if everything was perfect, we would never learn and we would never grow. There is no such thing as a perfect job, and you are not perfect either. And I think when you start to kind of let go of that expectation of everything needs to be perfect, actually you can enjoy the journey a little bit more. You can let go of destinations, which I found quite hard initially. I was like, oh, I want to get to this point, or I want this job title or this level. If you can actually just think, well, you know, I don't need to be perfect all of the time. I just need to ask questions. I need to ask for the help that I need. There will be knotty moments in your squiggly careers, and you are not alone. In those moments, ask for the help that you need. It's always a sign of strength, not a weakness, to ask for help. And then finally, my favourite bit of career advice is never live the same year twice. So yes, you might be doing some of the same things, or you might be in the same job, but try and stay curious. Try and keep learning. The World Economic Forum recently said we used to go to work to learn to do a job, and now learning is the job. I wish I'd realised that a little bit sooner. I think I would have made some better choices and some braver choices. So keep learning, and as Nike say, there is no finish line.
So we just wanted to say thank you again to Nottingham Trent University for this opportunity to come back, sort of 20 odd years from when we first came here. And most importantly, good luck to all of you, whatever you do next. If you need some squiggly career support, you know where to find us. So we've got lots to help you along the way. But thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduands. Vice-Chancellor, the following have also qualified for awards from the School of Science and Technology. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Biomedical Science, James Oda. Dorothy Okolo. Anthony Onyekwaba. Whitney Ashodin. Patrick Otim. Rebecca Owen. Srivarian Rajul Pankania. Megan Penfold. Akinta Prasad. Marion Rachman. Nicole Rainbow. Hishika Risol. Helena Renshaw. Rebecca Retirio Matias. Rithushan Sabisan. Kia Slater. Elizabeth Smith. Rhiannon Squirrel. Sitil Zubaydi. Darcy Thatcher. And Russi Vadakil. Libby Waldron. Joe Waterman. Jolie Watson. Rosie Wildman. Toby Williams. Sophie Wilson. Alfie Wright. Berfin Yalcin. Fahana Akhtar. Sebastian Alexander. Thara Bonser. Jessica Chewins. Gemma Cooper. Megan D'Alwis. Viet Du. Kate Edge. Samuel Eklund. Alicia Fung. Ross Gauntlet. Kate Gray. Connie Hughes. George Hunter Spokes. Edita Lapa. Rachel Masindu. May Renek. Vivanthi Ewich. Haiba Zahid. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Science and Technology and concludes the presentation of awards to graduates at this ceremony. In absentia, Vice-Chancellor, I invite you to confer degrees on those graduates who have not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these graduates are worthy of their degrees, and I stand as proxy. Edita Lapa, who earlier received a Bachelor of Science degree in Biomedical Science, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Thank you. Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Dean, distinguished guests, family, friends and fellow graduates. I would like to start my speech by saying just how honoured I am to be standing here and representing my fellow graduates, the class of 2023. It has been a wonderful few years. I would like to take this opportunity to reflect on our university journeys. Graduating is a phenomenal feeling, and not just because of the pretty photos, although those certainly are an important part, but because of the hard work it took to get here. To demonstrate just how demanding our modules were at times, I'd like to use a quote from my course mate. The only motivation right now is to get the graduation gown. It fills me with pride to say that we did indeed get the graduation gowns. But while this in itself is a monumental achievement, we must acknowledge all the diligent work it took to get here. We worked hard and we partied hard. There were days and nights where it felt that the library had become our second home, surrounded by the sounds of aggressive keyboard typing, frantically trying to meet deadlines. Some days were filled with hours of lectures, broken up by visits to the Students' Union, where the plea to be productive often turned into giggles and occasional snorts of laughter. We must remember that for many of us, the experience of university was significantly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. This was certainly a challenge, but one we approached head-on, and we ought to be proud for how well we dealt with the difficulties we faced. Our university experience was certainly not only about studying. Many of us were impartial to a night out here and there, with the occasional Ocean Wednesday somewhere in the picture. I particularly enjoyed the morning debriefs that followed, although I cannot say the same for the hangovers. We've made many amazing memories with the best of people during our time here, and we will cherish those forever. However, we could not have done this without the support from our families and friends. Whether emotional, financial, or informational, you were always there. You watched us grow and turn into the people we are today, and for that, we thank you endlessly. We must also acknowledge the teaching staff at the university for the guidance, tutorial, and pastoral support they provided to ensure our success. In particular, Many of my course mates have praised their project supervisors for their ongoing support during the dissertation write-up. We thank you for the time you took to support our growth and development. So for now, farewell to the class of 2023. Whether you're unsure of what's next or you've got everything planned to the T, you have it in you to achieve your dreams. I have learnt so much from every single one of you, and my only hope is that future graduates have as much passion, dedication and commitment as all of you. Thank you.
Well, class of 2023, I want to echo the thoughts of our Deputy Dean by congratulating you on your achievements and wishing you every success in the future, and thanking you for making this such a brilliant place to work and to study. And I feel honoured to be able to share this day with you and your nearest and dearest in this, our magnificent university hall. The relatives and friends of graduates here today, we know how proud you feel. Regardless of how many graduations I attend, I always feel the warmth, sense of pride every time a student comes across the stage. I even enjoy the whooping. On this occasion, the yup, which I haven't heard before. Maybe again in a moment. We've seen your loved ones walk through our doors into what are often at first unfamiliar surroundings. We've supported them in their studies, mentored them, and for at least 1 in 10 of them in the last 12 months, we've replaced their lost student cards. 1 in 10, what do you do with them? They are, and we hope remain, part of our NTU family. Thank you to Sarah Ellis and Helen Tupper for accepting your awards and sharing your reflections. It's a great privilege to have you associated with our university, and you gave some great advice. I do hear a different quality of advice when I listen to the acceptance speeches from our outstanding alums. I'm going to be honest with you. There were 6 really strong messages in there, and my advice is go and have a look at their podcast. It strikes me as a lot of stuff that would really help you in your career. I'm going to offer one piece of additional advice, which my ex-chair of governors said to me when he saw me having a dispute with somebody. It wasn't necessary. This has stuck with me. He said, never wrestle a pig. You'll both get dirty and the pig might enjoy it. It's really good advice. I'd like to congratulate Adita on that very accomplished student vote of thanks. Thank you. And folks, if you don't know what ocean nights are, don't ask. The other thing that we often overlook is the people in the institution who make the place work, who don't get the credit and acknowledgement they deserve. So at our graduation ceremonies these days, we always bring a couple of those colleagues in just to see what it's like at graduation and actually to receive acknowledgement of all the work they do. And today, we'd like to stand up. You would like to stand up. That's kind of an order, really. You know, we have 2 of our fantastic hygiene technicians, Axel and Ivy. Thank you very much for all you do. Don't give out orders. I tried it, doesn't work, no one pays any attention. Today we've said well done, but we're not saying goodbye. As our graduates, we make you a promise that will help you find employment. So our employability team is here to offer you advice, whether you want to consider further study or indeed need guidance on your future career in other ways. And if you're not in a job in 12 months' time that requires a graduate, we'll provide a package of support, including a paid internship here in Nottingham, to give you the confidence and experience you need to kickstart your graduate career. So stay in touch. If you find yourself in that position, take up what we call our graduate promise. And whatever your next step, you remain members of our global NTU family, a worldwide community of over 250,000 alumni. Our doors will always be open to you, and we hope we'll see you again, as indeed we've seen Sarah and Helen this afternoon. During your time here, you may have been helped by our alumni through lectures, placements, careers advice, whatever it might have been. And in time, we'd love to welcome you back to share what you have learned with future generations of students. And we hope you'll go from here with pride that you are and always will be NTU. We want you to stay in touch, so please keep your contact details up to date on our alumni website. And when the time comes, could you please complete something called the Graduates Outcomes Survey? You'll get it in about 12 months' time. It's quite long, it's quite dull, but could you get to the end? Because we'd really appreciate it. But that's the future. Now is the time to enjoy your success. In a moment, I want to invite you all to join us for celebratory refreshments in the Newton building. But there's nothing an old Methodist hall likes more than a lot of noise. So when I say go, for 30 seconds, make as much noise you want to celebrate your success. Go. So, guests, could you remain seated for the processional music? Talking of music, the guys up here have to play the same 2 tunes 65 times over the course of 2.5 weeks. By the end, they're getting quite good at it. Should we thank the band? So please remain seated, guests, for the processional music. And as the academic party and graduates leave the hall, I declare this graduation ceremony closed.